There is always one that likes to watch the world burn. But for real though, why is it always 9 out of 10? Who is this dentist that just hates the world? Probably the one that flossed me so hard I bled last time. But anyways, I don't even care about that. It was just the gagging that reminded me of a story of probably one of the worst experiences in my dental career. You see, when you're in dental school, you're trained on a lot of different things. Regular, pediatric dentistry, oral surgery, all the stuff. And we had a kids clinic where I had to actually end up taking an impression of this kid to make a retainer for him. And if you're old enough, you're probably gonna remember taking these goopy impressions. Nowadays, you guys have these fancy, scancy scanners that don't do anything crazy. But back in the day, we had to use these goopy impression material in our mouth that were terrible. And if you don't know, you have to mix this stuff up. You have to put it in there, and it has about a minute working time. You put it in, you gotta wrap these lips all around, move it all moldable, to let it sit for about 30 seconds until it completely hardens, and then you're good to go. Now, the problem is people have, gag reflexes. And kids, they don't have very good control of their gag reflexes. And so I go in there and I put this thing in there, and all of a sudden the kid just goes, and at that point, you know that something bad is about to happen. In fact, I know there's tons of different dental assistants and dentists out there that have experienced the same thing, so comment down below if you remember. But anyways, this kid proceeds to just start vomiting up everywhere, all over himself and the chair and me and everything else. Now you would say, Ventus, that's so gross. You probably just ripped that impression out of there and cleaned everything up, didn't you? No. You gots to see it through, my boy. And the reason why you gots to see it through is because if you take it out, you will ruin the impression. And guess what? You still have to get the impression. So you're gonna have to do it again and cause the pain twice. So yeah, literally what they teach you and what we have to do is basically hold it in no matter what. And even if they're throwing up and everything, you just have to hold it and be like, ah! And you basically just have to fight through it until it's over. Luckily we have buckets and stuff, so if we know they're a gagger, we'll put it underneath them and let them kind of throw up into it. But that time I did not have one. But let's just say that I use digital scanning now for a reason.